Max loved adventures. One day Max found a strange watch. It was circular and glowed with a blue light. He put it on his wrist. The watch hummed. Max felt excited. He pressed the single button on the side of the watch. Suddenly, everything around him began to spin.
Whoa!
Max closed his eyes. He felt dizzy. When he opened his eyes, he was in a different place. Gone was his bedroom with its dinosaur posters and messy shelves. Max looked around in shock. Towering trees surrounded him. The air was thick and humid.
Where am I?
Max cautiously took a step forward. The ground was muddy and covered in strange plants. He heard a loud crunch. Max froze.
What was that?
He gulped. Max was scared, but he was also curious. He had to find out what made that noise. Max crept forward. Giant ferns brushed against his face. He heard the crunch again. This time, it was closer. Max peeked from behind a tree. There, in a clearing, was a dinosaur. It was a small Tyrannosaurus Rex. It was munching on leaves. The baby T-Rex saw Max. It tilted its head.
A real dinosaur.
Max was amazed. He had only read about dinosaurs in books. The baby T-Rex let out a playful growl. It nudged Max with its big head. Max laughed.
Hey there, little guy.
He realized the dinosaur just wanted to play. Max spent what felt like hours with the baby T-Rex, but then his watch started to glow again. It was time to go.
I guess it's time to say goodbye.
Max shut his eyes tight. The world spun once more. When he opened his eyes, he was in a courtyard. A magnificent castle loomed above him. A knight clattered past. He was wearing shining armor. The knight tripped. He fell with a loud clang. Max giggled. The knight was very clumsy.
Are you okay?
The knight saw Max and blushed. He scrambled to his feet. The knight introduced himself as Sir Bumble. Sir Bumble was a kind knight, but very accident-prone. Max helped Sir Bumble to his feet. They talked about life in the castle. Max learned about jousting and feasts.
Thank you, young lad. I'm Sir Bumble, and I seem to have a knack for falling over.
Max's watch started to glow. It was time to leave the medieval castle. Max waved goodbye to Sir Bumble.
I'll visit again soon, Sir Bumble.
He promised to visit again soon. The world dissolved around Max. When he opened his eyes, he was surrounded by towering buildings. Flying cars zipped across the sky. A robot hovered before him.
Greetings. Welcome to the future.
Max was speechless. This journey was beyond anything he could have imagined. The robot, called AZ-1, showed Max around the city. Max saw incredible inventions. He even got to ride in a flying car. As his watch started to glow, indicating his time was up, Max felt a pang of sadness. He had seen so many amazing things, but he also felt a sense of wonder.
This is amazing.
Max closed his eyes one last time. The world spun. When he opened his eyes, he was back in his bedroom. The glowing watch was gone. Max smiled. He had so many stories.